So after 2 failed advanced screenings, one back in late May and another during Comic-Con, I finally bring you guys my review of Attack the Block. Attack the Block is a science fiction, horror, thriller, alien invasion movie with more of a comedic vein to it, try saying that 5 times fast right there, in which the main focus is centered on this street gang in South London, in which the leader, Moses, is played by Boyega, in which this is his film debut, in which he has never acted in a movie before. They're just all casually going about their business at night. It's just an ordinary night in South London, but it's bonfire night, so there's fireworks going off left and right. But an alien invasion suddenly occurs off of their block, and they must defend their apartment area with all their friends and neighbors, in which they must fight them off to stay alive. And also crack a lot of great tongue-in-cheek, witty humor at the same time. All the performances are top-notch from every single actor, as almost all of them get to crack one good joke after another, but Boyega is definitely the real star of this movie, considering that he has never had any acting experience before this film. He gives the character of Moses a lot of heart, which usually you can never really sympathize that well with a gang leader, because he's always doing a lot of bad stuff in his events that go on, but the fact that he adds heart together to the character, in which you can actually care for him, especially for the fact that he regrets things that he's done in the past, really makes you sympathize him and make that character a lot less of a cliche than he might sound when you see the trailer. And everybody else from Nick Frost to Jodie Whitaker as Sam, they all do a great job because they always crack some great jokes at the same time while also staying serious with the material when it gets into those genres of science fiction, horror, thriller, and God, so much other stuff. It's like this generation's Zombieland right here for how many genres it meshes together while making this genre even more original than already was. For a film debut for writer director Joe Cornish, this is nothing short of a masterpiece right here, as this movie is bound to rank along Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs and Neil Blomkamp's District 9 as one of the greatest low-budget film debuts from a filmmaker in years. You can tell that he is just putting all his spirit and heart into this film because he's not only mashing together so many different genres, but also making this kind of genre a lot more original at the same time because he sets it in kind of a gang area, which you never really get to see an alien invasion movie from that perspective before, except maybe for Predator 2, but come on, who really likes that film? His background as a comedian really makes up for the great comedic set pieces in this movie, which it's very fast-paced one-liners delivered between all the different characters, in which I was laughing so much throughout this film while also staying on the edge of my seats at times because his direction just shifts the tone so perfectly that you feel like you're getting experience of every single genre that it promises, and it blends them together in such a perfect way that you forget what kind of movie you're watching because you're just enjoying how much of it he's throwing at you. And the aliens were very well designed too, because unlike most alien movies you see, they usually have eyes and ridiculous setups within their appearance, but here it's glowing neon sharp teeth like you see in the alien movies, and then at the same time you have this black stuff that's all around, like they look like gorillas almost, and which is pretty interesting because I've never really seen an alien design like that, but once again it really adds on more originality than there already was to this kind of genre. You can really see that Edgar Wright definitely knew what he was doing when he produced this film, because the guy is my favorite British filmmaker because he has made some of the greatest comedies I have seen in the past decade, but Joe Cornish might as well be this new decade's Edgar Wright because he just blends together so many different genres together but adds on great comedy at the same time. Attack the Block is destined to be a great cult classic film, as not only does it deliver top-notch performances but a fantastic screenplay and debut direction by Joe Cornish, and also some very great gore in some scenes, especially involving this one rival gang member who gets ripped to shreds by the aliens, in which it's one of the best gore scenes of the year so far. So I had a fantastic time with Attack the Block, one of the greatest theatrical experiences I have had this year, and one of my favorite movies of the year as well. I'm giving Attack the Block 5 stars. I love this movie, and if you don't think this is going to be a cult classic, you are destined to be wrong. So I hope you enjoyed my review of Attack the Block. Stay tuned for the next few days where I'll be posting countless reviews, one for Contagion, one for Drive, one for Killer Elite on Sunday, which I'm getting a very early advanced screening of. I also have several podcasts coming up, including one Cali Critic cast. So in the meantime, I'm Tyler from Cali Critic Reviews, and I'll see you guys later.